Okay, so far, so easy. Something tells me that's about to change. This place is bigger than it looked. What the hell are the Germans up to out here?
Where are you going, Werner?
To take a leak!
Just make sure you don't fall down a crevasse. It's like Swiss cheese around here, you know.
I'm not stupid, you know.
Good thing he picked the other side of the barracks to do his business. The guards seem to be having a nice little tea party. If they want to slack off, that's just fine by me. Actually, another time, another place, I might join them. Let's see what that sign says. Wow, 2 crash landings in one day. Bad karma. Ah well, 2 crashes and no casualties. That's something. Although I dropped some of my gear. Never mind. Let's get out of here.
Paddock? Fenton, can you hear me?
Kim? Damn it, didn't I tell you to wait?
Oh, stop playing the hero. It doesn't suit you. Of course, I could always just leave you here and go back.
No. Just make sure nobody sees you.
Don't fret. What's it look like down there? Can you climb back up?
Not through the tunnel. I've slid down about 10 meters. But there are some passages here.
Shh, be quiet.
Kim? Kimmy? Is everything okay?
Yep, coast clear. I'll take a look around up here. There must be something we can get you back up with.
Okay, but be careful.
Always. It's not doing much good here, so I'll just take it with me. I'll take a paper with me. If I need more, I'll know where to find them. Let's see if I can find something useful in all this. Whatever's causing these holes isn't going to do so much longer. Watch it, Fenton! If this hits you in the face, you won't get any uglier, but you can still lose a few brain cells. If Fenton fell down 10 meters or more, this rope will never reach him. Maybe he could use it down there. I'm about to throw you a rope, Fenton. But don't worry, I have no intention of tying you down. Duck! Fancy some light reading, Paddock? You might want to back up a bit. Watch out! Watch your head down there.
I'll light the burner. It's certainly not my favorite flavor, but it's burning. Okay, so if I just stand here and watch which way the smoke goes... Bingo! It's drifting down the left-hand passage. I'll grab a few smaller chunks of ice, just in case I come across any fine bourbons on my travels. Ugh, this place smells like Gus's house. Hey, a pocket knife. Of course, all the blades are broken off. Why on earth wouldn't they be? I should have known. Oh well, the corkscrew's still in one piece. Someone had their priorities right. I'll put some lumps of ice in the pot. Okay, let's stick the lid onto the pot. Let's see what I can carve out. Not much, as it turns out. But I've used the corkscrew to pull out the knot. Okay, I've stuck the wood chip into the hole in the lid. I'll put a few pages up here between the scraps of wood. The newspapers are burning. Let's hope the rest of it catches. Still, it should manage to melt the ice, provided I've got a few years to kill. Oh wait, I'm on a top priority secret mission. I need a new plan. Let's see what happens next. The practical side of physics isn't bad. The wooden bullet thing went straight through the ceiling of ice. My word, a grappling hook. I am so resourceful. Aim well. Ouch, ouch, ouch! Hot! That must be the tent we saw from above. I hope our guy's okay. Let's see if I can use any of this. Well, on the plus side, there's a grenade here. On the downside, it's most likely a dud. Locked. The generator motor sucks in air through this opening. The water would cause a short circuit. Sounds promising.
Ach, Mensch, what's happened now? Must be the generator.
What now? He can't stay in there forever.
Hey, now what's wrong? Hello? Hilfe! Can anyone hear me out there? Something's blocking the door. Hello?
Good thing the generator in the other hut's loud enough to drown out his shouting. It won't budge. The lid seems to be jammed.
Okay, I'll ask you again. How did the monk and your lieutenant escape the monastery? Which secret passage did they use? We can go on like this for days. I have hundreds of these records, and you seem to enjoy the music. Or surely you would object. If it's still too quiet, I'd be happy to turn up the volume.
My word, it's Thomas. Thomas Finch. He's an officer in Richard's unit. I knew him from the service back in Hong Kong. It looks like they're torturing him with German marching music. It's booming through his headphones. A fate worse than death. I could deal with this guard, if he wasn't as wide as a door frame. Since I left my black belt at home, I'll have to be a bit more subtle. This guy's a machine. One-on-one, he'd mince me. Yes, I can use this to lift the lid a bit. Let's see what I can pull out through the gap. I've unscrewed the top of the grenade and poured out the gunpowder. I've covered the edges of the pieces with glue. Now they just need to go back together. I can pick up, turn and set down the pieces. No reason why I shouldn't be able to handle this. Job done. I've glued the record back together. Of course, the light-coloured glue in the cracks won't stand up to scrutiny. At all. The gunpowder's sticking to the glue in the cracks. You can hardly see them. The record looks as good as new. A buzzsaw blade. I'll take it out of the cover. Perfect. We've got marching soldiers on the front cover. Hey, maybe I'll sell this as a collector's item instead. If I'm lucky, Hans won't notice it's not marchers. Something tells me Thomas will.
Okay, here comes a real smasher.
Yeah. I meant that to happen. Job done. Hope no one heard the explosion.
Thomas? Wait, I'll take off the headphones.
Fenton. Fenton Paddock? What the hell are you doing here?
I'll explain later. You have to listen to me now. We don't have much time. Are you okay?
Fenton? You're back with the forces? Where's the rescue unit?
No. Listen to me, Thomas. Is everything okay? Are you injured?
Well, my ears are still ringing a bit and I'm pretty knackered. They haven't let me sleep for 3 days.
Can you stand up?
Not as long as I'm handcuffed to this crate.
Okay. I can take care of that. I need to know what happened.
I suppose we were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What do you mean?
Well, our mission was to survey the area. Richard's maps were taking us towards some key defence points. An old monastery set near a valley. It was dark when we got here. The search for the monastery was due to begin the following morning. We were prepping our gear and setting up camp when we heard explosions. The monastery was set on a mountain slope, and we could make out someone trying to blast open the entrance. We couldn't tell, but we assumed they were bandits. Richard ordered an attack. The maps showed a second, hidden entrance to the monastery, so we took a team up and made contact with the monks. We got in touch with the abbot, or whatever they call him, but we were too late. They stormed the main entrance. We were massively outnumbered. Didn't have a chance. The old monk hid Richard and I in a secret chamber. He was scared. Didn't think he'd make it. He told us something we were to remember at all costs.
And what was that?
He said, "The door is guarded by 2 dragons, Yao the Strong and Zhao the Wise. Zhao, the mother, is twice as old as her son, Yao." Something like that. Anyway, he made it, along with Richard, but I took a bullet and wound up here. I only realised then why we were overrun. Nazis put up a better fight than bandits, I guess.
What are the Germans doing here anyway?
They found something very exciting in the monastery, but I haven't the faintest idea what it is. In any event, it's important enough to the boss around here, that Countess von Hagenhilt, to slaughter innocent monks. They kept asking me how to open the secret chamber, but I didn't give them anything. I suppose whatever they're looking for is in there.
You mean you didn't tell them anything about this dragon code?
No, not a word.
What happened to Richard?
I assume he and the monk made it to the chamber, but I really don't know.
So Richard might still be there?
Maybe, if they had some supplies. But he might even have made it out.
Well, whichever the case, I'm going to find him. That chamber, where exactly is it?
In a kind of courtyard. There's a secret mechanism on the west wall.
Right. Thomas, do you have any idea how we can get out of here?
You're a card. The best thing would be to leave the same way you came, don't you think?
Yeah, we can forget about that. I kind of fell down a crevasse. Besides, you don't look like you're up for any sheer rock faces quite yet.
There are trucks leaving the camp several times a day. Maybe that's an option.
Sounds interesting. Okay, I'll find something to unlock the cuffs.
Might I suggest the key?
Not really my size, but what's this in the pockets? Perfect. The smallest key fits. The cuffs are open.
Thomas, let's get out of here. Can you walk?
I've had better days.
Maybe you better hang here until I can find us a way out.
I'll check out the trucks. Get out of here in style. I'll put the uniform on first. Blend in with the locals. Hey, yeah. I can just drive Thomas out of here. I can hide him in the back of the truck. If we make it past the gate, we're home dry. Okay, Thomas is hiding in the back of the truck. If my luck holds, then the key's in the ignition.
Hey, what are you doing there, Junge?
I,
Oh, another one caught the bug. It's this weather. I've had a cold this entire time.
Yeah, can hardly speak.
Don't worry about it. You wanted to go to the monastery, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Did the men up there order another truck? At this time of the day? I've told those fools 100 times that I will not allow a convoy to drive up there at this time of the day. They better learn to stick to the rules. No truck leaves the base after 1600. Unless they've made a find of utmost priority up at the monastery. What's all this about anyway? What needs to be picked up so urgently?
Well,
What did they say on the radio? Whatever, I just need the military assignment form. Filled out in full. Have them give you one in the radio room. If the finds are particularly important, I can send you up with a truck. I'll be in the barracks. But don't come back unless we're talking really important finds. Otherwise we'll have it picked up in the morning.
very well. Radio room, form, and important find. Off we go. It's always the last key, isn't it? Doors open. Thank goodness. Nobody here. These papers here look like the special assignment forms the guard was talking about. I'll take one with me. Let's hear this recording.
After 2 hours of traditional marching band torture or oral discomfort treatment, I continue to question him regarding Object 28. He continues to claim he has no knowledge of the item in question. Object 28 is vital to the success of our project. Further questioning scheduled.
Object 28? What project? Cheeky Nazis. Okay. Which of these list entries is important enough to make the guard approve a special trip to the monastery?
Here's the form.
What? Teufel, what a find! Frau Hagenhild will be thrilled. Los, what are you standing around for? Start the truck and head up there.
Zu Befehl.